The last gift given by Steve Jobs to people around him wasn't a MacBook or an iPhone. It was a brown package containing a copy of a book, The Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. It is said that Steve Jobs frequently talked about this book and wanted everyone to read it because this book was a life-changing experience to him. Wherever he traveled, he always carried a copy of the book. He seldom used to read the chapters in between. The flamboyant entrepreneur and philanthropist Elon Musk said in one of his interviews that the book, The Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy, was a life-changing experience for him. It changed the way he thought about things. Books are one of the best ways to crystallize your thought processes, to give a shape to your belief systems, and to make you think about stuff. Hey guys, my name is Avdoot, and in this video I'm going to recommend 7 life-changing books which give you something to think about. These books have been life-changing for me, and I feel everybody should read them at least once. I'm very sure that if you read these books, you will definitely change your mindset in some way or the other. So before starting with the recommendations, I would like to tell you that I have kept in mind 2 important things while making the list of these books. The first thing is that these books are not at all complicated to read. These books are very easy to read. They are not very heavy and complex like the books The Autobiography of a Yogi, 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. I have not recommended heavy books. These books are very easy to read. Even if you're not a reader, you can easily pick these books and read. The second thing which I have adhered to is these books are not non-fiction philosophical books. These books won't tell you to get up in the morning, have a healthy diet, have a healthy lifestyle, and how to dream big and stuff like that. No. I have tried to cover as many genres as possible. Do watch the video till the end because you may never know which thought or which point or which book may resonate with you and change the course of your life. Let's get started. So I think everyone should read this book, Who Moved My Cheese by Dr. Spencer Johnson. This book is a very light read. It's not even 100 pages. You can easily finish this book in an hour. This book is a basic story of 4 characters who are basically trapped in a maze and are in search of their cheese. So now what is cheese? Cheese represents anything which we want in life. It can be a job, it can be a big house, it can be a family business, it can be that kind of things. So basically what we want in life, cheese, we're always searching for it. Whenever we get our cheese, we get attached to it and it's hard for us to let go of our cheese. So what happens when there are a lot of changes happening in our lives and how do we tackle these changes forms the crux of this book. This book is a blockbuster book. It has over 25 million copies sold till date. So you can imagine the level of influence which this book has had. Dr. Spencer Johnson is a PhD and he has written this book in such a way that this book can be read by anyone. The book has basically 4 characters and these 4 characters represent different aspects of our life. So you should definitely read Who Moved My Cheese. If you want to start with a light book, you can start with this book. Next book on my list is again a global bestseller and I think you might have heard of it. It's Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. So I feel in our education system, the one thing which is lacking and it is very, very important is financial education. Students especially don't know about investing, about finances, what is asset management, what are liabilities, what are assets. Students generally don't know these things. And Robert Kiyosaki has filled this void very nicely. He has written this book in a very easy language. He has taught complicated topics in very easy ways. The basic crux of this book is that you should always invest in income generating assets. Now what does the author mean by that? So basically he says every one of us is trapped in a rat race. To get out of this rat race, we have to manage our expenses. How do we manage that? We build assets, we invest in assets which give us a passive income. When our passive income is greater than our expenses, we can easily come out of the rat race. You don't need to work very hard to earn or balance your expenses. This forms the crux of the book. So Rich Dad Poor Dad is a must read if you want to change the way you think about money, change the way you think about your life so that you can have a financially stable life. Next book on this list is one of the books which I will fondly remember because it was a book which one of my teachers had recommended when I was having a rough patch in my life, and this book heavily inspired me and it gave me a new perspective towards life. The book I'm talking about is Man's Search for Meaning by Dr. Viktor Frankl. This is again a very popular book, and it's bound to make you cry. It's very hard hitting, and it gives you the realities of life, how harsh life can be. And after reading this book, I personally felt very lucky to be alive and having all the amenities at my disposal. This book is basically about Dr. Viktor Frankl. He has himself written this book when he was in the Holocaust. He was trapped in the Holocaust of World War II. This book has some gut-wrenching moments which really hit you in the feels. So this book, he's talked about one of the most important aspects of human life, hope. He's talked about hope. He's talked about the purpose of life, what drives you, what kept him in the prison for so long. Trust me, after reading this book, you'll start to appreciate humanity a lot. You'll start to appreciate your life a lot. It's not a very complicated read. It's written in a style of Diary of Anne Frank, so you can relate to it that way, and you'll love the book. I'm very sure about it. Next book on my list is written by a person who you might have seen on social media in any of the platforms, be it Instagram, be it Facebook, Snapchat, LinkedIn. He's there on every social media. His name is Gary Vee, and the book I'm talking about is Crushing It by Gary Vee. This book is a modern day philosopher. He says that we are living in a digital age and we need to reap the benefits of the digital age. He says that social media is the most powerful tool in today's world to expand your business, to be an influencer, to generate income, generate passive income. All you need is a camera, all you need is an idea, all you need is a conversation, all you need is an exchange of thoughts. He basically says whenever people will think of our generation, people will always think of this digital boom which you are having right now. 10-15 years down the line, when I am old, I'm sitting with my oldies and having a chat, this topic would definitely come that our age was a digital age. And what did I do? Yes, I took a camera and recorded this video. So I can proudly say, when this river was flowing of digital revolution, I at least made my hands and feet wet. So this was the concept of Gary Vee. The book will also teach you the importance of creating value. So Gary Vee says that whenever you create value for someone, you feel really good. The feeling is unparalleled. You feel better than earning money. Like I have experienced this myself. Whenever I used to write on Quora a lot, whenever I wrote some answer, or like right now I'm making a YouTube video, I feel good about myself after I'm done, because I feel I've created something which may bring value in someone's life and someone would be benefited because of this. So I think everyone should read this book and try to create as much value as possible. The next book on my list is a free-hearted, a free-minded, light-spirited book with an important emotional message. The book I'm talking about is Tuesdays with Morrie. So this book is basically about a relationship between a professor and a student. The professor has been diagnosed with ALS, and every Tuesday his students meets him, and this book is basically a conversation which they had in the last days of the professor. So in every meeting they discuss life, they discuss philosophy, they discuss the good moments, the bad moments. It has some interesting thoughts and ideas which you would love, and it teaches you an important lesson of valuing important relationships and the bond which we share with people, how to value that bond. And this book is a very lovable book. You cannot not like it. So that way this book has been life-changing for me, and I think you all would relate to it a lot and value it as well. The next book on my list is a bit heavy, but again not very complicated to read. The underlying themes of this book are very heavy, and this book makes you think a lot about your government. I'm talking about the book 1984 by George Orwell, which is a dystopian novel. So the book was written in 1948. The author has imagined a futuristic world in 1984 where he thought the government controlled everything. The government could invade your privacy, the government was watching you always, and you were not allowed to do basic human things. The government is symbolized by a popular figure named Big Brother. The term Big Brother is always watching you is a popular pop culture reference which is still used. Steve Jobs had used the concept of Big Brother in his first Apple commercial. So this book is again a blockbuster novel, and it has many nuances of dictatorship. It teaches the difference between liberalism and dictatorship, what is free will, and how the government can control all your lives. This book is horrifying if you think about it, and if the government controls all your data, all your privacy, this book is relevant still today. So you would find a lot of references. So that way, I was a guy who never cared about government. Whatever happening, I'm like, oh okay, politics is not my cup of tea or something like that. But after reading this book, I've started to pay attention to what government policies are, how the government policies are affecting us, because that is the way we are being primed in our lives. The government is deciding what to do, because in the end, what we do benefits our government, and what the government does benefits us. So it's an important relationship to understand. So you can start liking this relationship by reading this book, which would give you many nuances of the dictatorship. And also remember, Big Brother is always watching you. So we now come to the end of the list. My number one recommendation, the book which changed my perception of life, which changed my perception of reading. This book has taught me to love literature, not just like literature. Before I read this book, I used to read literature as a hobby, like as something to get entertained from. But after reading this book, I started to appreciate literature. I started to get involved in literature. Before I talk about this book, if you liked my content, do subscribe to my channel, like my video, share my video. It really motivates me. The book which I'm talking about is Khalid Hosseini's book, A Thousand Splendid Suns. This book is a very, very powerful book. The writer Khalid Hosseini has the power to navigate you in whatever direction he wants. His writing is that powerful. If he wants you to cry, he will make you cry. If he wants you to think, he will make you think. If he wants you to appreciate stuff, he will appreciate stuff. This book is written in a wartime period, and the characters are very you feel for the characters. The main protagonist, you feel for her, and I don't want to talk about the premise of the book. I think you should all read that book and experience it for the first time, because the experience would be surreal after reading this book. After this book, I've really started appreciating my life a lot. People have gone through a lot of traumas, a lot of troubles in their life. The book is a prime example of how literature should be written. So that were my recommendations, guys. I hope you like the recommendations. Let me know what books you think should have been in the list. There are many such books which are life changing, but I wanted to make this video specifically for those people who don't have the habit of reading heavy literature. And if you like the content, do subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye.